Hola, welcome to Ida's Kitchen. Bienvenidos. My name is Ida Lugo McAllister, and I am going to demonstrate how to prepare cheesy tomato bread. My husband and I went to a restaurant the other day and we ordered a cheesy tomato bread as an appetizer. We like to try new food items. It had the appearance similar to a pizza, but the flavors closely related to the bruschetta. It was awesome. When I got home, I decided to try to make this appetizer since we planted and harvested too many tomatoes this year. Tengo tomates por un tubo y 7 llaves is a phrase that we use to express an excessive amount of something. In this case, it is tomatoes. I created my own recipe using French, Italian, and sourdough breads. They were delicious. Let's start roasting a whole head of garlic. So preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I am going to cut off the top of this garlic head about a 1/4 inch, exposing the cloves. Remove any loose outer skin. Place garlic head in a small baking pan with aluminum foil and wrap the garlic with foil. We are ready to roast the garlic for 40 minutes to 1 hour at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or until the garlic cloves are soft. While the garlic is roasting in the oven, let's cut 2 fresh tomatoes from my garden into 1/4 inch slices. I am going to first cut off this end of the tomato. These round tomatoes are known as globe tomatoes and are often seen at the supermarket. Arrange the tomatoes on a plate and set aside. Most fresh garden tomatoes tend to be very juicy. When that occurs, place them on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb the excess juice. This will prevent your bread from becoming soggy. The garlic is completely roasted after 40 minutes of baking. The garlic cloves are soft and caramelized. Let's stand to cool for a few minutes. It is time to prepare the garlic mixture. Since the garlic is cool enough to handle, I am going to gently squeeze out the garlic pulp. This is still hot. Stir until a smooth texture is formed using a whisk. Add the following ingredients to the garlic: 2 tablespoons of softened salted butter, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of chopped basil. I bought the basil already chopped at the supermarket. Combine all the ingredients until a paste is formed. We can now cut the bread into 1/2 inch round slices. I am going to use the sourdough bread, but you can use the bread of your choice. I prefer breads with a chewy interior and outer crispy crust. Place the bread slices on a plate. It is time to prepare the cheesy tomato breads. This is the garlic mixture that we prepared earlier. First, let's brush evenly on top of each bread slice with the garlic mixture. Top with a slice of fresh tomato. Sprinkle with chopped basil. Cover tomato with a slice or shredded mozzarella cheese. Place on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Repeat this process. Let's start with baking 6 cheesy tomato breads at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted. They are done. The cheese is completely melted. The bread has a toasty texture, topped with fresh tomato and melted cheese. A satisfying and fulfilling appetizer to serve your guests at home or at a gathering, especially when using fresh tomatoes from your garden. For your information, I did not use salt since the butter and cheese have plenty of salt, but you can use salt or other ingredients to suit your taste. This looks yummy. Since the tomato is placed between the garlic bread and melted cheese, you will experience the different layers of texture and flavor in one bite. The fresh tomatoes also have both a sweet and tart flavor. ¡Qué rico! I hope you have enjoyed watching my YouTube video on how to prepare cheesy tomato bread.